Welcome back, everybody. All right, what you see in front of you, well, you hear a lawnmower, but my neighbor, so let me just tip it down. So what you see in front of you this is the Miss Molly butterfly bush. Now, it was in that pot, and it's been struggling. The root ball is very dry, so it's definitely, I mean, it's kind of moist at the top, but as you get further down, it's very dry. So definitely this in that pot was not getting enough water. So I'm going to put it in the ground. I think it wants to be in the ground anyway. I've already dug a hole. Now I just got to go make sure it can fit in it. So I'm going to move this because it took me forever to get it out of the pot. I didn't want to hurt the root ball, but I didn't know how to loosen it up to get it out. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and cover it up and carry it over to the spot where I dug a hole, and I'm going to show you that spot right now. Now, just so you can kind of see, I had marigolds around it, so I pulled some of them. I pulled them out, put them in there, and I'm going to replant them. I already put one in my garden bed right there, and then I put one right in front of some plumbagets up there. But anyway, so let me show you where I'm putting this butterfly bush. Now, a Miss Molly butterfly bush does get to be 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. So let me see if I can get in here around my drift roses. All right, there's my hole. And I think, pretty sure, well, I think it does need to be a little bit wider. So let me work on getting that wider. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. Hopefully it stays. All right, I've got to make it a little wider because that root ball does look wide. So I'm going to make it wider this way because, well, I guess I could make it wider this way. My drip tube is over here. And I don't know, I'll have to bring you over here so you can see this, but maybe you can see it. You see that orange stuff? That's the real clay. So, and this soil is not dry. This is pretty moist. Not like sopping moist, but for not having rain for several weeks, it's got good amount of moisture in it. I used to have a ligustrum, sunshine ligustrum right here. Ooh, look at this. This is what's so crazy about this soil. See the orange, and then this is what I call nasty clay. This has a smell of like sewer, like it's hard pan. Like I can't even break that. It's the most terrible of soil. So that's usually where I stop digging, is where the hard pan is. If you fill up this hole with water and it's just the hard pan at the bottom, it won't drain for like days. It's like a swimming pool. So this is why I'm real careful about, not over amending all at one time the soil. Like, do it a little bit at a time because it's got to work its way down and get down into that hard pan. I don't know if it ever does, but I'd have to like excavate this whole thing if I wanted to have nice soil, because I'd have to get rid of all the hard pan. And I just don't know that that's possible. Okay, let me go get my butterfly because I think that, I'm hoping that's the right width. Okay, I'm back. Oh, all right, butterfly, little Miss Molly. Come here. Oh, I broke a stem. Oh. Move this over to the side for a second. All right, you gotta move too, because you keep poking me. I have gladiolas back here, so I have those things that help to prop them up. All right, I don't have it in there quite right. Oh, it's heavy for such a... Tell you what, I don't want that. I don't want its own soil, and I don't want that in there. That's too fine to not a lot of it. A little can go in there, but not a lot because that hard pan. All right, I'm gonna kind of shake into it a little bit, see if I can narrow it up some. There we go. Still too high though. All right, stay there for a second. I don't mind it being somewhat high, but I don't want it like super high. I gotta make sure it's touching. All right, I think I have to take some more off the bottom. I'm really disturbing the roots, but I don't want to dig any deeper because the hard pan, and it can't sit. Oh, broke another stem off. Eek, what is stopping it from touching the ground? This side is too high. All right, so the front is lower than the back. Oh, that's much better. Okay, all right, but now I got to get it to where it's under all parts of the root ball. So no holes underneath there. It's still planted a little high, but because you can kind of see, like, this is where the natural level was. See the drip hose. So where's that little? You stay over there. See if I can get it to root. Keep knocking off its leaves. Not meaning to, promise. Okay, this one I've got to water in pretty good because this root ball was dry, right? So I need to water it real good. Uh-oh. All right. Okay. before I cover it all up, I'm gonna put some of that food. Oh, we'll make it out to this. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some of my compost. All right, and then I need to water it. Let me go get my watering can. I think that's a 1.5 to 2 gallon. Okay, now I had gone and gotten me some mulch. Okay. All right, so that is done, and I've got a whole bucket of dirt. So let me grab all these clipping. Ow! Always got to remember, don't grab with a firm hand. Just gently grab. Every once in a while, I put a rose clipping in here, and it gets me. And I don't like being stabbed by roses. Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's heavy. My goodness. Woo. Oh, uh-oh. Well, let's cover that dirt up with mulch because I exposed some dirt and didn't cover it. I didn't see it. All right, Miss Molly, I hope that you're happy here. I need to go and get me some little scissors, little snips, snip these blooms off because pulling them's not gonna, that's just terrible. Let me go get snips. Not snips, but pruners. I think little Miss Molly will appreciate me later, rescuing her from that container, getting her roots permanently in the ground. I don't think she liked being in that container at all. Now, if I had drip connected to her, that'd probably be a different story. But where that was way far away. Oh, my thing locked on me. Way far away from any watering. I mean, it was getting some from overhead from the sprinkler system, but it wasn't getting any, consistent moisture. And I can't run drip there. It'd have to go across the lawn. And I guess I could bury it underground. And maybe if I plant up that area and I do find myself putting pots there, I will, maybe figure out a way to do that, like trench it in. I'm not opposed to that. It's just a lot of work. And right now, I don't have time for that project. I have other things I've got to do and get done. All right. Be blessed and grow. Do well. Survive. Thrive. Stamp around it a little bit. Make sure everything is not hard compacted, but in there good. Oh, no, that's not dead. Just that piece is. Okay. Well, that's going to do it. That was my project to get this butterfly bush in the ground and save its life. Whew. It's hot. This is the time of day that I go, you know what? It's time to be done in the garden and go inside, have me an ice cream sandwich or something. All right, so just out of that area, just so you can see, there it is right there. And she's kind of pathetic, but she will grow. And I believe that back there, she will be very pretty, especially because her blooms are going to contrast these bloom colors of these roses. Hers will be darker. So I think it'll be real pretty. Well, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time. Bye, everyone.